103.2 Dublin City FM. Dublin radio at its best.
And yes, you are listening to Good Morning Dublin on this Thursday morning, Thursday the 18th of March 2021. So, the Dublin Chamber of Commerce is the largest, most influential B2B networking and lobbying organisation in Dublin that represents the interests of over 1,000 businesses throughout the Greater Dublin region, one of which is ROCTEL Limited, which is an award-winning managed service provider that provides the best-in-class cloud collaboration, security and broadband services to businesses. So I'm joined on the line right now by Cormac Reid, an entrepreneur, founder and CEO of ROCTEL. Cormac, good morning. How are you?
Hi, Sam. How are you? Good morning.
Very well. You're very welcome to Good Morning Dublin. We appreciate it. So the first question is, just tell us about ROCTEL. This is a company that's been in business for over 20 years now, I understand. So tell us how this business came to be in the first place and what exactly you guys do.
Yeah, so it's only when you say 20 years, it feels like it's kind of been a very quick 20 years. I still feel as young as I did when I founded the business all those years ago in the year 2000. Basically, we started the business as a response to the deregulation in the marketplace, and we found that the mid-market for enterprise was being underserved. So basically bridging the gap between carrier services and integration of voice and then what was high-end broadband services, so big fibre connections and things like that to connect buildings and people around Ireland. So really it was, as the market was deregulated, we found ourselves being at the table to deliver some key services to mid-market enterprises.
And tell us about your team, because you have a big team there that has over 80 years of collective experience.
Yeah, so I mean, very fortunately, we have a core team of people in the business that have been with us for many, many years. Obviously, I myself, as a founder, have been in business over 25 years myself, working in indigenous, recognised Irish companies, coming out of the IBM camp many, many years back, and some of the excellent training that came from those organisations. Also, a lot of the management team would be MBAs from various of the top universities worldwide, and have brought a lot of insights and expertise in relation to execution of services to the business. So we're very fortunate to have a core team, and then beyond that, we have obviously engineers both in the field and remotely in countries like Barcelona and in Philadelphia in the US that help us fulfill our services.
Tell us a bit about your clients, because you have a vast range of clients that really trust the products and services that ROCTEL can provide them. I want to bring up, for example, IFAC, which stands for Irish Farms Accounts Cooperative. Now, they recently needed to really undergo a massive digital transformation in order to provide their employees and their members with more robust access to the internet, and you were able to help them with that.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a very interesting case from the point of view that they literally hit all the 26 counties in Ireland. They have a very strong presence, and I understand they have a very large customer base, around 14,000 of farmers use them for their financial services and regulatory requirements around that. So the challenge was the digital divide was the big pain point for them that many companies around and businesses around Ireland have experienced an underserved marketplace. So ROCTEL are unique in that we are aggregators of carrier services, and we're unique from the point of view that we have carrier neutral access, so we can access all the main networks that we require and at least aggregate them as well into services under our service methodology, which is rock solid. So rock solid being unique to ROCTEL really allows for no single point of failure on the network. So in other words, people have all experienced, wire being cut, services going down, construction going around the county council at the moment, very busy, but ultimately that can have an impact on telecom services. I'm sure many have experienced. So with rock solid, we have a dual, if not a triple, route out of the building or location that allows for high availability bandwidth. So as a company in question, IFAC, we're driving their digital transformation into the cloud. Connectivity was going to be key enabler for that, and even more so, albeit that we had started that process back in 2018, it became really prevalent in the pandemic years as we needed to be able to accelerate that delivery across over 30 locations and many residential locations where key employees and staff were working from. So it's been a true example of digital transformation for rural community-driven businesses, and also in large city centres as well, from Dublin, Cork, Galway, Limerick, and many of the regional towns as well. So it's been a great project to work with them on, and really enjoy working with them.